But I guess we have to put that up to 5 p.m.
Oops. Okay, 5 p.m.
And then 0.6.
The 6.
And activate.
Sweet.
Good. And activate, we don't have any other to do. Good. So he's currently on basal rate number 2, and he's getting 0.4 units per hour right now. Okay? Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Yes.
You're comfortable going in and changing and checking and
Not comfortable, but
Not comfortable yet.
Still, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have to
And you've got the
practice
book.
a lot.
You've got Trevor to help
this
you.
is the doctor's order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just we follow this.
For now, this is what we're going to start, but when we talk on Friday, we'll probably make some changes based on the blood sugar trends.
I kind of need to use the washroom.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Should I disconnect it?
No, you keep it
already
connected.
started.
This is
Already-
your insulin.
Already connected.
Yeah.
So
You know where to find it? Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay. Friday talk is in the phone.
We could either do it on the phone or you could email in the sugars.
Okay. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
easy.
Yep. And then I could definitely get back to you.
And then it's gonna change or stay or
Yeah.
decide.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll just have a look and see. Oh, lots comes. I need to keep the warranty card, but there's just a little bit more about the numbers. Hello.
I'm so sorry to
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So, yeah, just a little bit more about what the blood sugars. Anything below 0.6.
Oh, okay.
Green, we're okay, and then once it gets to yellow and red, we have to bolus extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
This extra is on the chart.
And the extra is actually in a handout I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I get rid of French? You're okay
No, no French.
if- No French. There we go. We'll get rid of that one. So we'll keep this. More paper for you. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. And, all right. Okay. Good. So I'm going to put this over here. The other thing I should just get you to do while Trevor's out of the room, I just need your signatures down here. Just one right here and one right here. And it's just the checklist of things that we've talked about last week, and then this is going to be this week. And that way the Medtronic knows that we've talked about it with you.
I see.
So I'll just get your signature in both.
Both.
Oh, just one.
Oh, just
Yeah,
one.
just one.
Okay. Both.
You got a sneeze?
Yes, I stopped.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So get this out of the way.
Okay. You wash your hand?
Nope. What did I miss?
Just a couple signatures. That's all we did. Okay.
How about me? Do I need to?
No. Funny enough, we don't need your signature. And actually, you can keep that connected if you want. We don't need it up on the table right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Done.
Yep. You can put it right away.
I don't need drop.
Yeah. A little bit worried, hey? And then I would just tuck those down your pants. Yep. That's good. All right. So this was, I'm going to give this to you. It was just kind of what we covered last time. So the 2 points that I wanted to make sure, a couple of things here. So just to be aware with the pumping demands, of course, how often do we have to change your site, Trevor?
This thing?
Yeah.
3 days.
Every 3 days. And sometimes you'll even find it has to be changed a little bit sooner. How would you know that it needs to be changed sooner?
it's something is wrong, like if it's painful.
Yeah, if it's painful.
Not enough insulin.
Yeah, if you start to see the sugars going up, unexplained
Okay.
ketones, and you know he's not ill, then you start to wonder if the site is working properly, so then you'd want to change it out. Those are kind of the biggest ones though. So if it's uncomfortable, if it's leaking, if your sugars are starting to go up, then you would want to change it out sooner.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Sometimes 1 day or 2 days.
You know,
It's just right away.
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes you do. It's just the spot, it didn't take well. But it's not common, but you just have to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
So you have to check your sugars at least 4 times a day to be safe, and more to improve your sugar control. There, of course, is the higher risk of ketoacidosis, so you have to check for ketones when your blood sugar is greater than what number? What number do you check for ketones?
Over 3 units.
Over 14. Over 14. So over 14
3, you said, teacher.
I mean,
40
the units of that machine.
No,
you said.
units of insulin. Yeah, no, go by blood sugar.
blood sugar.
Blood sugar, yeah.
High blood sugar.
I mean, that machine said about if it's over that stage.
Oh. Yeah, no. So you check on this machine if this machine tells you greater than 14. Okay?
Okay.
Once this tells you greater than 14 and you go, oh, okay, I need to pull out this machine.
I see.
Okay. So pump gear, you and your parents must learn how to use your pump, respond to alarms and alerts. Of course, it can be inconvenient to wear. Did you find that over the last week? Or was it okay to wear it all the time?
It was okay because of it was salt water, but now I'm not real sure.
It's a little different, isn't it?
How
Yeah.
you feel?
Good. But
But-
nervous.
Yeah, for sure. Never worn a pump with insulin in it before. So important to, if you're finding it inconvenient or getting in the way, then, look at different ways that you can wear it. Maybe you need to get a fanny pack.
Fanny pack?
Yeah, fanny pack. Do you know what a fanny pack is? It's like a pack that goes around your waist, and you would just put your pump in it.
Okay.
And it just, sometimes people find that it keeps it safer. Do you know what I mean by fanny pack?
Like a waist pouch.
Little pouch, yeah. Kangaroo pouch. Let's see here. Let's do a quick Google search so you can see.
We can buy in the hospital.
I don't know if you can buy, I don't think you could buy one here. I'll look to see if we have any kicking around. But, what did I call it?
Funny.
Fanny pack. Thanks. Fanny pack. Oh, there we go. Let's see some pictures here. So that's kind of a fanny pack. Yeah. Does that?
I see.
I wonder if I can make that bigger for you. So that's a little fanny
Oh,
pack.
yeah.
Yeah.
That style, yeah.
Yeah.
In Japan, waist pouch. We say waist pouch.
A waist pouch. Yeah.
Like similar.
And another one that you could look at is called Tally Gear Diabetes.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm going to probably go to another one. I'm going to go to a different, Tally Gear here. So this is,
For diabetes.
it's for people with diabetes too, and it's super tight.
Oh, okay.
And it does up by Velcro, and so some people don't like the fanny pack because it weighs too much. So this is what, let's see here if I can make it bigger. I can't. But it's super tight,
Yeah.
and then you got a little pouch that you can put your pump in. I'll go see if I can find one. I think we have a sample. But just know it'll probably get in the way a little bit here because you're not used to wearing it, right? So just make sure you try and find some things that help it be more convenient.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just making sure to continue with the problem solving, which you do already with his diabetes, right? When you have a high sugar, then you start to go, did we miscalculate the carb? Did we give the right dose? Is he stressed? Is he ill? So you still have those questions when he goes high, but now you have more. How's his sight? When did we last change it? You know, how does it look? How does it feel? You've got to worry about that whole other system now too. Problems all around it.
So, is this it?
No, I'm gonna talk till about 12 o'clock actually. I've got another 2 hours of talking to you. Whoa! Do you need some paper or something to occupy yourself, or
No, I was just saying until you start talking about that.
back to the pump? Hey, yeah. I'm not going to talk too much more about actually button pushing. I just have a lot of theory to cover. In 2 hours, we'll be sure to check your
You want to
sugars.
write something here? Just
I'm fine.
You're okay? Okay, or the board, if you want to write on the board.
I'm fine.
There's stuff there.
you want to sing? No,
He just
sing it
want to
on the
listen
car.
about the sensor.
Oh, the sensor. Yeah, no, we're not going to talk about the sensor today. The sensor we'll probably talk about in about 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Yeah. So there's a
Because
learning curve with the pump, and then there's a
After.
learning curve with the sensor. So we're not going to get into this yet. It's too confusing to do them both together.
Yeah, we have totally. This is comfortable. And next step.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's right. Okay, so myths and misconceptions. Some people think when they go on the pump that the diabetes will be easier to manage, and really it
Not
won't.
always.
No, for sure people find that they have more flexibility, but you never get more flexibility without paying somehow, right? So the payment with the pump is that you do more blood sugar checking. You're looking at more data when when we're adjusting insulin. You're having to watch your sight. You're having to look at all this extra equipment. So it doesn't make it easier, but I think for most people they find it's worth it because they get better control and possibly just more flexibility.
At least.
Yeah. You'll have better control, and for sure that's a goal. Now, Trevor's A1Cs have never been that bad, so we might not see a huge change in his A1Cs, but again, quality of life is usually where there's the big payoff. It'll be easier when I'm active. Not always, right? Now you have to think about this pump. So do you decrease the basal rates? Do you disconnect? Do you decrease your temporary basal rates, or do you decrease your boluses? So there's all these things to consider that can help you prevent a low when you're active, but it's just not automatic, right? So I don't know if we could say it's easier, right? You won't have to take injections anymore. Is that true or false?
False.
False.
Because of sometimes you have to do it manual.
That's right.
But not always.
That's
like
right.
At least often.
Be prepared at least to be doing manual, but most of the time you won't have to. And then you can eat whatever and whenever you want. True or false?
True, but not right now.
Great. Good point. Good point. And now even if we said true, what would happen if you went from eating how healthy you're eating right now to all of a sudden you just decided to eat whatever you wanted and you would just take insulin for it? Would that be healthy? No, that's right. So you still want to eat healthy, right? Because what would happen if you did that? If you just decided to eat unhealthy and eat as much as you wanted?
I would have a little more bigger.
Yes, you'd probably gain too much weight, and that wouldn't be healthy for you, right? So you still want to be able to get a good balance, right? And mom and dad, their job is still to make sure that you eat healthy, right?
Yes.
And pick healthy foods. And just
Yes.
because you're on the pump, that doesn't change. All right. So a little bit more here. So infusion sets, try a variety, try different places, and then always make sure you check the blood sugars 2 hours after an infusion set change. And that will help you see if the site is working well or not. We don't recommend an infusion set change at bedtime, and
Okay.
that's just because then you're going to be checking the blood sugars all night, right? You'll have to check again in a couple of hours.
Means morning is good.
Yeah, morning's good.
Okay.
I would, if you can, try and make supper time maybe the last time you do a set change. Now, for sure, there will be times when maybe you do have to change it at night, but then you just make sure you're checking the sugars 2 hours later and you're making sure that the
Okay.
set works
2
well.
hours later. Okay.
So good skincare, wash your hands, clean your site using alcohol. Make sure you're changing your site every 2 to 3 days. Observe for skin reactions from the tape. Did you have any irritation from your tape?
Not much.
No, looks really good.
It's okay.
Yep. So
You
you
read
had
this?
you wore one set here and then you wore one here.
And you missed one here.
Oh, so you had a chance to put 3 in. Good job. Good.
But the third one is but this one right here was a mistake. Another one right
Just the
here.
Mistake.
Yeah.
It's just you feel pain and
It was uncomfortable,
Yeah.
yeah.
And also another was a pain and now we finally found this spot right here.
Okay.
But that convinced me. Why don't you use the left side?
Try a different spot. Good. Good, good. If you find that he's having issues to the tape, then we can talk about some different skin prep to use. So just let me know if he's got any irritation. All right, so what's normal?
Again, what is a tape irritation does?
Oh, so tape irritation would be if you felt really itchy underneath the tape, and when you took it off, you saw that there was a rash, or again, it was kind of red and raised and itchy, then that's kind of your skin saying it doesn't like that tape. And then we would try some different we have some special lotions that you would put on first, or even sometimes we put tape first, a special type of tape, and then put your infusion set over top. Okay. So what's normal? A tiny red hole is left when you remove the set, so that's completely normal. Sometimes you'll see a tiny bit of clear pink fluid at the site after removal of the cannula, and that's normal too. Slight itchiness from the tape. So slight itchiness is okay, but if you're having to scratch like crazy, that's not okay. What's not okay is if you see visible blood clogging up the tubing. So what you would see then is if we saw blood kind of coming back up the tubing, that's not okay, and we'd want to change it out. Swelling, pain, and redness, any of that you'd want to change it out. Extreme itchiness, white discharge, or a bright red patch in the exact shape of the tape. So that's not okay. You'd want to switch it out.
What is white?
White
Discharge.
discharge, that's kind of like when you have an infection. If it's white or greenish discharge.
On the skin?
Pus, yeah, pus at the
Okay.
site.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
where the poke was. Then that's not okay.
Okay.
So usually with this one and this one, if he had those, you'd want to get into your family doctor in Banff, and he'd probably have to get on an oral antibiotic. It's probably an infection, a staph infection, yeah. All right.
Just gonna
Oh, do you know where the water on the floor? Can he go get the water?
Oh, for sure,
Thank
for
you.
sure, yeah. Good. So that's that handout. That's kind of, we talked a lot about this last time, but I knew there was a couple points I wanted to share with you today. All right, and another whole handout here. Do you guys need water?
I'm okay. Huh? You need?
大丈夫 I'm okay.
You're okay? And how, do you guys need to go for a little bit of a coffee break, maybe at about 10:30? Do you want to go grab a coffee? or-
Actually, I have a coffee
And
with
you've got
you.
coffee with you?
And
Yeah. Listen, at
water
that
is
time
fine.
I get the water.
Okay.
But right now I'm
Okay,
fine.
you're okay.
How about you, Brenda?
I'm good. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we've done this. We've loaded the pump with insulin and connected up. Blood glucose monitoring for pump start. We've did a blood sugar check. We're going to check again in 2 hours. We've recorded it, and you guys have done a great job recording. So the only thing, we did 0 carb, and we did a 3.4 bolus.
Okay.
So then come 11 o'clock, we're going to do a blood sugar check and see where things are at. We're going to talk about how to treat hypoglycemia, treat high blood sugars. We're going to talk about illness management, activity, travel, backup supplies, insulin adjustment, and a follow-up plan. So, we got a lot to cover. And unfortunately, Trevor, that's a lot of talking. Okay, so with your blood sugar checking, we're going to check the sugars before and 2 hours after each meal, and again at midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay? So you guys, again, you've been doing a great job with your checking, and you would, you could just continue with that then. So we should be able to get rid of this check, but we'll be doing kind of pre-lunch 2 hours after, pre-supper 2 hours after, but then he's not having a bedtime snack, so you don't have to worry about checking here. And then you're going to check at midnight, and then 3 a.m. Pre-breakfast 2 hours after, pre-lunch 2 hours after. Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of checking. Do you sleep in on the weekends, Trevor?
In the morning?
Yeah.
No, actually, say.
He's usually up
Yeah.
about the same
Yeah.
time. Good enough.
Yeah.
No problem.
He loves to wake up,
He likes
but
your early
he
riser.
don't want to go bed.
Oh. So you're not a sleeper. You like to be awake and going.
Sometimes I like to sleep and sometimes I like to stay awake.
Like to get going. Okay. So usually we have to be this intense for a couple of weeks, and then we're able to pull back a little bit on the testing. Make sure your fingers are clean. When the basal rates have been established, you'll then be able to start to have your snacks. So once we can start to see that the blood sugars from the time of the 2 hour after till the next meal, that they hold pretty steady, then that's a pretty good indication that the basal rates are good. But if I saw a blood sugar of 8 and then I saw a blood sugar of 10, then I would want to change the basal rate because the blood sugars have climbed. So that's where that's helpful. Don't correct the blood sugars after meals. Once we get your basal rates correct, then you can do this for the odd time that you're high mid-meal. But for now, you're only going to correct with the pump before bed, midnight, and 3. And with your pre-meal blood sugars. That's funny, it doesn't have that here. Sorry, correct with the pump before bed, midnight, and 3, only if the blood sugar is greater than 14 and negative for ketones. Okay? So let's pretend here he's 14.3 and he's negative for ketones. Don't correct him on the pump. Because it'll help us see what his basal insulin needs to be. But if he was 15.3, you could correct him because you're probably not going to be very happy with him being above 15. Okay?
Obviously, yes.
Obviously, right? Okay, so that's a hard one for families.
14と15で15以上だったらってこと
14と15ってなんだそれ。
じゃあ今これだったらコレクトしないでこれだったらコレクトするこれで微妙な差だけど
微妙な差っていうか15以上がいいかまで。
15以上がそうか
Wow.
So what did it beep at us?
Alarm clock.
Oh, alarm clock. Oh, good. You've got your alarm set for 10? What would usually happen at 10 o'clock?
Check.
Oh, but we don't have to check right now. Right? Because we just did a correction at 9. So we'll wait till 2 hours have passed. Yeah.
Okay.
But normally at school, is this about 2 hours after
10
breakfast?
o'clock it's snack time.
Oh,
That's
snack
why,
time.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why.
why.
Okay. Okay. So we might take that 10 o'clock alarm off. Do you know how to go in and change your 10 o'clock alarm? Otherwise, it'll drive you crazy at school. It'll only remind you that this is normally your snack time, but you can't have a snack yet.
Yeah.
So I'd take that 10 o'clock alarm off. Okay. So we're going to correct at breakfast, we're going to correct at lunch, we're going to correct at supper.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 3 main times you're going to correct.
To check the blood.
Sorry,
Ah.
correct. Take extra insulin for a high
Oh.
sugar.
Should I delete the 3 o'clock
Okay.
to 12?
I see.
I would delete your 3 o'clock, but you're going to be able to eat still at 12. Right?
Yeah.
You can eat your lunch at 12.
If it's above 15, it's give to extra.
So you can correct
Mm.
once he's above 6 at breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Mm.
You can let the pump figure out the full correction.
Yeah.
But at bedtime